What's up guys, Neko here from Hawaii to Kill, and today, we're gonna do, how to build a deck, tips, yeah, um, so if you're new to Vanguard, and you're watching this video, you might, wonder how to build, a Vanguard deck that will, you want to play. So this is Aqua Force, and I have almost every card from Aqua Force, I think. Not every card, but for the Tetra-drive Dragon build. So that's more than 50 cards. So this is my friend deck, and he's starting Vanguard. So I'm trying to build a deck, Aqua Force deck for him, even though I never played Aqua Force. But yeah, we're gonna see, how you guys can see how I will build a deck for my friend, and this might be a Tetra-drive deck profile as well. So yeah, so let's look at the card. This might be part 1, part 2, the part of the tip. So yeah, also we're really sorry about there's no video in the last few weeks because we have block exams, and yeah, we're almost on our Easter holiday since it's Australia. So yeah, also I think other countries as well for that. Yeah. So yeah, we have triple rare, whatever this is. I think it's ability. Let me focus that. Let me focus. Can I focus that? Hello? Yeah, there we go. Right. So this is I actually don't know, but we'll see about that. I'll cut the video and we'll see. And we got the fighter collection 8K, really jazz and fancy. We got the 4 perfect card. Very nice. I think this is the old art, but perfect cards, any perfect card will work. We have 4 of the break ride. Awesome. And we have 3 of the Tetra-drive. Of course, and I think there's a lot of commons right here. I think that is a lot. See, since there's a lot, there's that guy, get stand, whatever. There's stand triggers, a lot. Oh, there's this guy, draw trigger. Rightio. So, yeah. So I researched these cards. So let's get through of each cards. So the first one that we seeing here, it's called the Advanced Party Brave Shooter. So his ability is, he's a forerunner, of course. When this unit boosts, if you have an Aqua Force Vanguard and the number of rest of the rear guard you have is 2 or less, the boost unit gets power 3000 at the end of the turn. So this guy gains 3k when there's 2 rest. So let's see if this actually works with Tetra-drive. So Tetra-drive ability is I think is the 3rd attack, if you have the 3rd attack, right? So it is really perfect because you can rest like that, but you can stand it again. So like like how you like let's say Diamantes, I'm pretty sure it's called like that, and you rest it, right? You rest skill, you switch. I'm pretty sure it's you switch, or maybe I don't know. He's a 12k attacker. Switch again, blah blah blah. Hit. That's 2 times. So 2, and let's say that guy's here, and then like you do that. Limit break. You boost with that skill. You have 2 rest. This guy gains 3k, so it's 8k. So if you're break riding, you'll be 21, 21, 29. You're gonna be 29k with 2 crits if they don't drop a card. So 29 is actually pretty good. It actually hits cross ride. because you know when you boost just that, it's gonna be just 26. It can't hit the cross ride. Okay. The next one is a Battle Siren. So it's a Battle Siren Kalgi. Of course, she's a mermaid. She's a Bermuda in armor. So her ability is a Forerunner, of course. She is a 4K attacker. Her ability is put this in your soul. When an attack hits a vanguard during the battle, that this unit boosts an Aqua force that has limit break. You may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. So, yeah. I don't really know about the limit break 4 and draw 1 card. Draw a card is actually pretty good. But, like, you know, draw 1 card is like plusing 1 card. So, it's kind of pressure card as well. So, with Tetra-drive, you know, you're gonna hit just, you know, 15k. Not saying that it's bad, but, you know, draw a card when you hit, and, you know, you don't have to replace this one. It's actually pretty good. But at Tetra-drive deck, it's actually, because a lot of, you know, units that you have is quite weak. Yeah. The next card is also a Battle Siren, and she looks pretty cute. And she is Battle Siren Katie. Her ability is put this into your soul, shoots up to one of your Aqua Force, and that unit gets 3k until end of the turn. Again with the power, you put in the soul. Might as well, when you're gonna start with this, might as well using this, because Aqua Force is capable of resting 2 units really easily. And, you know, even you're not, even if you're not, you know, doesn't have the grade 3 yet, you can still attack with rear guard, and then vanguard. Or you just can attack with 1 rear guard, one column actually, because it says if you have a rest 2 or less, this card gains 3k. So it's actually pretty good. So yeah, so might as well using this card than this. So next card is actually pretty my favorite cards, and that is official officer Cadet, Astria. I really like her since she's like, you know, lolly and twin tail. Of course, twin tail girls is always my favorite. She's a Forerunner, of course, and her skill is counter blast 1, put this in unit to your soul, and when an attack hits a vanguard during the battle, and that this unit boosts an Aqua Force, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 1 Aqua Force in a rearguard circle and stand it. So this card is actually pretty good, because it is also a stand trigger, and it is also a pressuring card. So, you know how like Diamantes is really strong, because it's a 12k attack in first attack, and you stand him again, so it's a 10k. So like this is pretty cool if, you know, you manage to hit it. But the one problem is, you know, you counter blast, and Tetra-drive is actually counter blast heavy. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is. You counter blast 2 for each standing. So that is really cost. So counter blasting unit is actually pretty bad, because yeah. So I really like her. When I play Aqua Force in Cardfight Area, I always play her as a starting vanguard. But with Tetra-drive, not so much. So, well, all girls is there. Next is the Cadet Eric. So Eric is very you know, basic, just a grade 3 searcher. The only one thing that I don't like, similar to you know, is the counter blast. And yeah, the winner is going to be this guy, because, you know, he's not using counter blast, and it's actually pretty good, and he's a brave shooter, so he looks pretty cool. Yeah. If you guys think if you guys scared of getting grade stuck, that you don't get grade 3, actually, you know, even if you use Eric, it doesn't even matter. Eric boosts the chance by, you know, 20% or 10% for getting your grade 3 or nothing at all. You just waste one counter blast and a booster. So yeah, and this guy is actually pretty good because, you know, Aqua Force can managing to rest 2, so, you know, pretty cool. So our starter is gonna be that, so it's all good. Alright, next is the trigger line. So I don't know if the video is gonna be cut because it takes really long time. So let's look at the trigger. So we have a critical. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah. So we have a heal, stand trigger, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and we have another draw trigger, and we have another stand trigger. That's more stand than I thought. Okay, so let's see. Alright, I think that's all the trigger. Alright. Heal trigger. Wait, does Aqua Force got a new heal trigger? I'm pretty sure they only have 2. Oh well. Alright, I think this is from the trial deck one. I think the trial deck one, it looks pretty beautiful. Let me focus that. Focus. Yep, there we go. Yeah. So 4 heal is really, oh, what the hell? What is this? Bullshit. There we go. We have 4 heal. Yeah, heal is really, you know, important in the deck. So yeah. All right. Next is the draw trigger. So choosing a draw trigger is also very important. So yeah. So what we have is the draw trigger from the BT13 and the the trial deck one. So as you can see, this one draw trigger has an ability. So when he have an ability, throw this card away because it's useless. Except if you want more, you know, boosts. But you know, since it's a draw trigger, it's really good. I think this is a Markle clone. Her ability is when you put in soul, choose one Aqua Force and gain 3k. So yeah, this is really good. So now it's the hardest part for Aqua Force is the critical trigger and the stand trigger. So as my understanding, you do want to run crits and stand as well. So what I understand is, here we go. Okay, so I decide to run just 2 crits because, you know, Aqua Force. Actually, depending on Tetra-drive as well, we can run, you know, 3 crits and 5 stands because, you know, getting stand trigger is actually pretty cool. So, but I choose 2 and his ability as well. I don't know what his ability is, but you know, doesn't matter. Next is the sand trigger, and I am using the dolphin, 4 of the dolphin actually, 4 of the dolphin and 2 of the what the fuck is this? No, 1 of each, that and that. So yeah. So we have, you know, 7 crits. Is it 6 crits? Oh no, 6 stands actually. So yeah, stand trigger would be a very good part for Tetra-drive Dragon as well, because, you know, we're gonna put in some crazy shit in this to pressure our opponent. So not just Tetra-drive's doing the work, but our Regards also doing the work. But the flip side of this is our starter needs, you know, 2 rests. So if we drive check this, you know, it would be, no, actually it boosts when it boosts. So so yeah, so it's already boosted, so you can't drop the number down. So actually it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just retarded. So yeah, we're running 6 crit to 6 stands, 2 crits. Crit isn't that, you know, important in Aqua Force deck. What is important of Aqua Force deck is comboing with this guy, because this guy gives you 1 crit if your opponent doesn't drop a card, and it's really pressuring. With Sand Trigger, your rear guard's going to do work as well. So yeah, it's going to be, you know, very hard for our opponent. So there we go. We got the trigger. So that's 16 trigger. Remember, we can only put 50 cards in our Vanguard deck. So yeah, I think you guys already know that. So alright, next is the Grade 1. So the Grade 1, of course, we're going to run 4 Perfect Guard. Of course, this meta has Link Joker, Revengers, Liberator, Alfred's Dangerous. So, and there's a lot of 3 Standing Vanguard. So might as well playing 4 Perfect Guard. So I'm gonna put it there. Now let's see. The Penguin Man. The Penguin Man is actually pretty good. Use Soul Blast 2 for drawing 1. That is really good because you know how Aqua Force doesn't use Soul at all. So this card is really good. I recommend to put 2 in. But in this case, he's really weak. He's a 5k. Similar to Lemonade and the Liberator one. That, you know, use Soul Blast 2 to unflip 2. That is also really good. Because both of them is not soul reliant. So yeah. So I would recommend to run 2. But my friend might, you know, doesn't want to run 2. But myself, I would run 2. So I'm going to put it 2. So if he wants to change it, that's fine. I'm just building a deck for him. Next is the 8k attackers. Actually, the 8k attackers is actually pretty cool. Very stabilized. So yeah. At now, I really want to run 4 because Aqua Force is really good with 8k, and 8k can do really good. And being a first Vanguard is really good. So since our Grade 2 is really weak in the Grade 2 line, so we want to defend ourselves. So I would recommend to put 4 of the 8k attackers in that. So yeah, and it's Chinese as well. I like Fighter Collection. So now we have around 10 cards in our Grade 1. So it's either 14 cards or, you know, 16 for Grade 1. Next is the Mermaid that, you know, boost, and it will be 10k. Well, to be honest, this card can be played, but the problem is we have the Brave Shooter. So, you know, you can put it in because there's a lot of Kagero and Narukami can retire him. So I would recommend to run only 2, but at this case, I might not run it because we have this 8k. 8k and 10k is not difference because Tetra-drive is going to be 19. Actually, it does difference. Actually, it's going to be a 21k. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'll consider it. If there's a space, I would run 2. If there's nothing, I'll just think of something to get it out and, you know, put 2 of them in. Next is the this guy. Yeah, this is the, I think, Counterblast 1, and when this card boosts, I think you can switch in the other column to another column, like switching. So like when you boost, so you can switch that with that, I think. So yeah, also it is a Counterblast, so it is a Counterblast relevant. So I just run, you know, just 2. Might be 2. If he wants to run more, that's fine. So I'm gonna run 2. Alright, next is the 10k attacker. 10k attacker is actually pretty cool in this set in Aqua Force because Grade 1 is actually pretty strong. So yeah, what I have is another mermaid, and oh yeah, this doesn't matter. Alright, let's say we only have 2, so might as well run 2, but if there's 3, I might run 3, so I can't find another one. Yeah, I can't find another one, so yeah, might as well run 2. So yeah. Okay. So now we have this guy, the jellyfish lolly. I don't know what that does, but it says Soul Blast 2, and on the rear guard circle, you may draw 2 cards. Is it? If that is really cool. Alright guys, I finally found it, and she's named, I'm pretty sure it's a she, Patrol Swimming Jellyfish Soldier. And her ability is Soul Blast 2. When this unit is placed on the rear guard, you have an Aqua Force. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 cards from your damage zone and turn them up. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty good. Actually, you know what? That jellyfish is actually pretty good in this deck. I'm not lying. I'm not being, you know. So she's a lemonade clone. So we're not gonna use a penguin now because yeah, we're gonna use this now, jellyfish, because Tetra-drive is heavy counterblast. So we should use that. So yeah, that's very good. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 grade 1 plus with a 17. That's going to be a 32 cards. I think we can make 16, and because we have only 7, we're gonna play, you know, 3-3-2. So yeah. Yeah. So let's see. We are going to use her. So yeah. So we have 2 of her. I don't think we have another good grade 1. Actually, there is. If there's a brave shooter, I would like to put in, but there is no brave shooter in this. Yeah. So, yeah. Also, this guy is actually counterblast 1. That's why I only put 2. Put 4 of that and put 4 of the, because being put 4 of the 8K attacker, being the first the noticed by Senpai. So you need to ride him. So yeah. Alright, grade 2. So let's count our deck right now. So we have 16 and a 17. We have a 16 and a 17. So we have 17 grade 0, and we have a 16 grade 1. We have 33. So we can add another 17 cards. Minus 7, we can put only 10 grade 2s. So yeah. Now let's go to the grade 2s. So we have 10 cards to select as a grade 2. So firstly, in my mind, I don't know what this guy does, and now I'm going to search it and spend some times on it, and Facebook is annoying. Alright guys, it's not Benedict, it is Basil. So his ability is, when this unit attack a vanguard, if you have an Aqua Force vanguard and it is the first battle of the turn, this gets 2000 until the end of that battle. And at the beginning of the close step of the battle, choose one of your Aqua Force in your rear guard at the same column of this and exchange position with this. So it's basically a Benedict clone. No, it's not a Benedict. I can't remember the name anymore. Okay, never mind. That's okay. Alright, so we're gonna play 3 of these because this guy's actually pretty cool. So yeah, for class 5 exchanging vanguard, actually pressuring the opponent. He's actually 10. Yeah, he's a 10K attacker. So 10K attacker is really good. So we have 3. So we have 7. Is it 7? Yeah, it's 7 more cards to play. Next, you guys might not be agreeing with me, but I am running the Siren, this girl, whatever that girl is. I can't remember because my friend likes it. So yeah. Where is it? I have only 1, really? That's bullshit, mate. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm running 2 of the girls. So now we have 5. We need 5 more cards. Right. Well, here we go. This is Benedict. I'm pretty freaking sure this is Benedict, or maybe it's not because it's from BD13, and I'm being a really retarded cat. Tidal Assault. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Tidal Assault. At the end of the battle, that this unit attack a Vanguard. If you have an Aqua Force Vanguard, stand this unit, and it loses 5,000 power. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, so this card again is actually pretty cool because you hit 9, your rear guard, stand again, hit, and then Tetra-drive because you know you're OP. So running 2, no problemo. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 3 more, and that 3 is going to be. Let's see if I have another grade 2 that I need. No, so our last choice is the 10k. So 10k is actually pretty good. It's really solid, and I'm running 3 because it's going to be your main ride, and it's also 10k, so you can hit like 12k attacker. But if there's a brave shooter again, I might just replace these two for brave shooter. And remember, guys, brave shooter is only 12k when it is attacked first. It isn't a 12k attacker like other. So we have 10 grade 2. Of course, that's really easy. Actually, no. Right, the grade 3, we are running 3 of the brake rides. Of course. 3 of the... Where is it? Wait for it. Wait for it. I see only 1. 2. What the hell? Tetra-drive's gone. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm just being a retard. Okay, 3 Tetra-drive and 2 Diamantes. Rightio. Good. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check the Aqua Force critical trigger that I chose. It might be stupid, so I want to make sure its ability is okay for my friend. So let's see what it is. The Aqua Force. Ah, it's on Flipper. Nice. That's a good thing. On Flipper, actually. If it's up on Flipper, that's very cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my friend doesn't like that, so we're gonna put another crit. So we're running like 3 crits now. So yeah, so we have 3 on Flipper for a crit, but I'm pretty sure that it's you won't use a crit for on Flip. So yeah. So yeah, after this cut, we're going to see what cards I'm using. You're gonna see this is really clean because it's really messy right now. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Rightio, guys. So this is the finalized deck that we have just made. I don't know if this is going to be a part 2 or part 1, but you know, if the video is too longer than 20 minutes, I'll just cut it down. So yeah. This is the starter that we need. That's the 8k booster. Always really good because it's similar to the Jewel Knight one. So yeah, it's really good. And here's the grade 3. We're playing 3 Tetra-drive because, you know, really cool. Tetra-drive's really cool. And I decided to shift Diamantes for another Break Ride because Break Ride is really important in this deck. And you do not want really to ride this guy, so I only run one of the Diamantes. I'm pretty sure it's his name. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Aqua Force fan. I'm not a professional Aqua Force deck, but if you want to comment what I did wrong or what I have chose wrong, the cards are really limited because yeah, that's all the Aqua Force I can find. So yeah. We're playing 3 of the 10k as a main ride and can hit a lot of 12k attackers as well. We're playing 2 something that can similar to Diamantes, but it's a grade 2, so it is kind of good. But is it? No, wrong guy. it stands itself, but it loses 5k. It's really good for Tetra-drive, so you don't have to, you know, attack again, something like that. And sometimes you can, you know, destroy a 4k trigger in the front row, so pretty cool. Next is the sexy girl, and the sexy girl is her ability is actually pretty good, even though it is a great counterblast 1, but it's really worth it because I think if this card battles in the 4th attack and it hits, you can counterblast 1 and stand 1 unit Aqua Force in the rear guard, and that card gains 5k. So yeah. And next we are playing the guy that is Diomedes, basically a 10k. And we go to grade 1, we're playing 10k booster. The 2 and flipper. Lemonade clone, aka 2 10k attackers, 2 switcher, our main ride, 4 of the 8k vanilla, 4 of the perfect guard, the critical we run 3, of course, the unflipper, and we are playing 5 of the stand triggers, the Markle clone for the draw triggers, and 4 heal triggers. So yeah, this is how you build a deck. As I was saying, our card is really limited. So yeah, by far I think this deck is okay. I guess, I don't know. I don't have anyone to play test with, and I'm going to give this deck my friend, you know, when I see him in my locals, and that's the only card that is left, so I'm gonna give him as well because it's his. Yeah, so yeah, Tetra-drive deck. So if there's a Aqua Force better than me, because you know I'm not a good Aqua Force player, you can comment in the comment if something is wrong, so that the new players read the comments and, you know, get your tips as well. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Actually, I don't know if you guys still here, but yeah, thanks. Don't forget to subscribe, comments, and yeah, see you guys later.